A very good morning dan selamat pagi kepada semua. Selamat pagi. Apa kabar semua? So hope you are doing very well today. Okay, as you all know, today our training session is all about transformation of education and personal development of students. Are you all a student? Yes. So, if you are a student, definitely this session is going to be very beneficial for you. Very, very beneficial. Okay, as you all know, my name is Satyasila Subramaniam, who is the trainer for the whole session. Alright? And we're going to have a two-way communication. Your participation is going to be 100%. Okay, we're going to have a discussion and Q&A session as well. Alright? So, by end of these lessons, this is our learning outcome. What are you going to learn for the next 4 hours? The learning outcome is going to be the 4 ultimate information which is written for you here. The first thing is, as a student, you'll be able to understand the evolving landscape of education. Okay? The progress of the education. Number 2, reflect on their own educational and personal growth journey. Identify key personal development strategy will be shared later to you, and you can identify yourself. Okay, what kind of strategy that you may apply during your studies. Last but not least, develop critical thinking skills about future learning approaches. The types of approach. Alright, so these are the 4, the most important, the learning outcomes that you're going to go through the whole session. Right? So far, okay? Okay, students, as you all know, this is what you're going to take away once you complete the whole session today. These are the things that you're going to take away from this session. It's very important, right? Now, next we're going to move on to the introduction session, or the so-called ice-breaking session. Alright? In this ice-breaking session, you can see there is a dice here, right? And there is a chart for you. Can you see the chart?
Yes.
Okay? Each and every one of you will be given 2 times to roll the dice. Okay, let's say if you roll the dice and you got number 2. So what you have to do is you got to check. This is the starting point. I can show you from here. This is the starting point. From here you got to go according to your numbers. So if you got number 2, from here you start 1 and this is 2. So what has written here, any pets you have or would like to have. So you got to answer. So before you answer your question, you have to introduce yourself. What is your name and what are you doing? Clear? Then followed by your answer. So you'll be given twice to roll the dice. So you got to answer for 2 questions. Is it clear? Alright. Shall we start? Shall we start? Alright, okay, let's go. So what number do you have?
6.
Okay, you roll it one more.
5.
5. So 6 and 5. So you're going to check it out. You got to check 5 and 6, right? Or first is what? 5 or 6?
5.
6. Then 5.
Yes.
Right? So you count. 1. So 6. So you got to answer here, number 1 for you. Alright? Then you got to answer for this. Clear?
Clear.
Alright. So shall we start from here?
Sure. Hi
everyone, my name is Bhuvaneshwari Mohan. I am currently pursuing diploma in marketing. So number 6 will be something that makes you happy. Something that makes me happy is writing a thoughtful message when I am free. And the number 5 will be someone you like to spend time with, which is my mother. Thank you.
What a good start, right? Okay, by introducing myself, please put your hands together. Alright, so this is how it's going to go. Right? So first you roll the dice twice, make sure what is the number falls, and then according to the question, answer yourself. Before you answer your both questions, you must introduce yourself. What's your name and what do you do? Right? So shall we continue? Yes. Okay, I hope everyone is very clear. So by doing this session, the icebreaking session, we are able to know each other. Is it important or not?
Yes.
Of course, yes. Right? So shall we go on to the second person? Okay, where's your dice? Here we go. Alright. Number 6. Okay. So what do? You have to take this, you count. Number 6, you leave it there. Okay. Alright. Number 6 is here, right? Or here. Okay. Roll it one more. How come both of you got the same question? Anyway. So if this is 6, this is 5, right? So this is your first question and this is your second question. Alright? Shall we?
Hi everyone, my name is Esther. I'm currently a student at SMT Sriadalas.
So what was your sixth question?
Someone you like to spend time with, my friend. And the second question is your favorite TV program.
Is there any special TV program that you're interested in? If you're not interested, then it's okay. Just say no, you're not interested.
I'm not interested.
Okay. So you don't like to watch TV? Really? That sounds good, right? Yeah? Okay, good. Thank you. Alright, we go to the next one. So what was the number? 3 and 6. Okay? Right.
Hi everyone, my name is Priyadarshan Shukrilu. I am a student at SMT Sriadalas. Alright, first is something that makes you happy. Something that makes me happy is my parents because they sacrifice a lot to me and they do so much to me. They are my goal. Right. The next is your favorite animal. My favorite animal is, I will say, dog because it's very loyal and it's very best friends to people.
So you like dogs?
Yeah, because they are very thankful and loyal. That's
So
all.
they are so grateful.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why you like dog, right? Thank you.
Alright.
And you are Priya?
Priyadarshan Shukrilu.
Priya Darshini Shaktivel. Thank you, Priya. Okay, we'll move on to the next.
Hello, my name is Priyan Sagaran. I am a student in SMT Rajamali. As for the numbers I wrote number 4 and 3. 4 being your favorite film. My favorite film is a very well-known film from Marvel, which is called Avengers Infinity War. As for my second number, your favorite animal, my favorite animal will be a dog as well, as they are very loyal and you can keep them as house pets and so on.
That's awesome, right? Yeah. And you are Priyan, right? Okay, nice. Priyan. Thank you for everyone's participation. We move to the last one.
Hello, my name is Vesh Naik Subramani. I wrote the number is 5 and 3. The question was, your favorite TV program. I don't have. And the second one, your favorite pudding style. I don't have it.
You don't have what?
I don't have any favorite of pudding.
Favorite?
Pudding. Pudding.
Foodie. Oh, foodie. Okay. Then?
I don't have food.
Oh, both also. Fine. Okay, right. Anyway, so I hope make sure every session, every activity, you got to put your 100% concentration. You know why? Because we'll be throwing questions later. Right? For each and every session, every activity, every participation from your side, please keep yourself aware and concentrate so that we can discuss a lot of good things, about the session, right? Alright, can you hear? Can you hear me clear? Okay, now let's see what are we going to cover as a content of this seminar or the training. Okay, this whole session, training session, will be going through 3 modules. So there are 3 major topics in this module. Number 1, module 1 contains a brain learning technique. It's about the formation of your brain. It's about the techniques, how to improvise your memory power. Right? And then followed by module 2 is about renewing your mind. And then the third one will be nutrition, the mind diet. We talk about food, nutrition, and so on. Okay, let's start with the brain exercise, or we can call it as a creativity power. Alright, so can you see how many dots are here? How many dots are there? Okay, you have a very simple rules which you have to remember before you do this exercise. Alright, now before that, students will receive by doing this, you'll receive a simple puzzle that can only be solved by tapping into creative thinking. As a student, you need this. Creativity power is very, very important. Such as connecting all the 9 dots in a specific pattern. This activity highlights students' brains problem solving. By doing this activity, you may able to find solution for the problems that you're going to face in future. We don't say problem, we call it as challenges, right? So, what you have to do is, you're going to connect all 9 dots. Very simple, right? Connect all 9 dots by drawing only the twists here. 4 straight lines. You can draw how many lines? Only 4 lines. But the most important fact here is, with your pen or pencil, never leaving the paper. So now you're going to think very creatively. What is the pattern going to be as outcome? It's okay. But the most important thing is 2. Number 1, without leaving your pencil or pen from the paper. Okay, just drop once, draw only 4 lines. By drawing the 4 lines, you may be able to connect all these 9 dots. Clear? So what you have to do, number 1 is, remember, only 4 lines. You should not leave the pen from the paper. Okay? With these 4 lines, you must be able to connect all the 9 dots. Okay? That is our activity, to create your creativity power. Is it clear? Shall we start? Okay. Ready? Okay. Dear students, are you all aware what you're supposed to do?
Yes.
Ready? The paper is just in front of you. You may start now. In 4 lines, 9 dots has to be connected. Without leaving the pen and pencil from the paper. This is your learning process. If you are sure, keep doing. If you are not so sure, you may erase, you can redo again. You may sketch. If you are not sure, then erase it. You sketch and see. It is also known as brain exercise. To activate your brain. To balance your both brain levels. So in the first module, first activity, it's called brain learning techniques. As an induction session, it's called brain breaker. Okay, it's called as brain breaker. 9 dots should be connected with 4 lines without leaving the pencil or pen from the paper. You have 2 more minutes to get your sketch done. Later when you see the result, you say, oh, that's so easy. But now, what you know, how do you understand, what you can do the best, get the rules in your mind and just try to sketch it. Yes. Okay, any direction. Any direction. You can draw your line any direction. There is only 3 rules. 4 lines only, without leaving the pencil, the paper. Ready? You have 30 seconds to complete. I'd like to see. Don't leave it blank here, please. Draw 4 lines. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Please put your pencil down. So now, shall we see what is the outcome from your side? Can we start from you?
Sure.
You're Miss Bhubaneswari, right?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Bhubaneswari, can you show? Alright, so you've done 1, 2, only 3 lines. I don't see the fourth one.
1, 2.
Oh, this is darker, this is not dark enough, so I'm not able to see. So how, from where it starts? 1, yeah?
3.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. Have you managed to connect here? No. Alright, so who's next?
Esther.
Esther, can you guys see it? Can you just show me from where the line draws?
1,
No, you show me. Okay, put it this way. Yeah. Okay?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you managed to get your 4 lines, but have you managed to connect all those 9 dots?
No.
No. Okay. What will be the next? You are Harendra. No? What's your name?
Period.
Oh, you're Priyan. Okay.
I one
Yeah.
1 here, 3 and then 4.
Okay. Have you managed to connect all those 9 dots?
No, I was.
No, you cannot. Alright, let's try. And you are?
Priyadarshini.
Okay, Priyadarshini. How about your lines? Show me the lines.
You only 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Yeah, that's all.
How about this?
This one.
4. So you managed to go for 4, but have you managed to connect those 9 dots? Not right? Anyway, good try. How about you?
No.
What's your name?
It is Brahman.
Videsh?
1,
Yeah.
2,
Mm.
3,
Mm.
4. 3 minutes for this.
Exactly. So you got the 4 lines, alright, without leaving the pencil from the paper. So you managed to comply these 2 rules, right? But then you are not able to complete by connecting all the 9 dots. But do you think that we can manage to? Can we manage to connect all those 9 dots? Just a little twist your brain. Shall we try? Okay. Let's see how can we get connected all these 9 dots without leaving the pencil or pen from your paper. Okay, now let's erase everything. Okay, you can use your marker, any colors. Or don't erase also, it's okay because it's a pencil only, right? Take a color pen, marker. You follow the line. Okay, can you see the last dot here? This dot. Okay, from here, you see this is the dot, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you start your line from here. Your first point from here, start number 1. Draw and see. 2, 3 here. Connect the first line. Okay, once you're done, we go for the second line. Alright? Okay. Alright, we're going to start again. Alright, now first line. Can you see this dot? Okay, here is the first starting point. So from here, you go down 1, 2, 3 dots. Go further down a bit. Alright? From here, you go to the second line. From here, you connect to this. Alright? From here, you go here, then connect here, go further right up here. That's the second line. Manage? Your third line from here, connect all these 3. That's the third line. And then the fourth line from this dot, connect to the center point and further down and a bit longer. It looks like an arrow. Yes or no? Now, with 4 lines, without leaving your pen from the paper, and you're able to connect all these 9 dots. Are you? Can you do that? Have you managed? You must use color pen. If you use pencil, means it's already dark enough, right? Black. So you got to use color pen, so they can see the difference from where it starts, from where it finishes. Clear? Right. Okay, students. Are you clear? So let's hear from you. Anybody volunteers? Yes. Please come forward. Okay. You know the rules, right? What was the rules?
The rules is to connect 4 lines.
Connect the 9 dots
9 dots
with
4 lines
without leaving the.
without leaving the pen.
Alright, that's the thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, how do you find it? Is it easy or difficult?
That is difficult to connect all the dots.
Okay, so what do you learn from this?
We should move creativity by twisting our brain to connect with the dots.
Okay, so it's just a simple dot exercises, you know. So even though it's just 9 dots, you find difficulties, right? But that is your problem. So even in your studies, you find the same thing. You find so difficult, but there is a solution, there is a way, there is a technique for us to apply during our studies. So it makes things easier. Instead of hard work, you may do it in a smart work. Right? Clear? Thank you, miss. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, can we have a second person? Okay, please come. So you are Priyadarshini, right? Okay, Priyadarshini, before you know the result, the outcome, how do you find your brain function? And after by knowing the results, how do you find it? What have you learned from this?
Alright, first I was stuck. I thought it was impossible to connect all the 9 dots with using 4 straight lines. Then I realized that it was easy. We just need to think out of the box. We must think out of the box and we must be creative. We must use our brain. Before we do something, we must sketch, we must think.
Right.
Do it 3 or 4 times. We must think, then only we must actually do it. That's all. I find this exercise very important for students like me personally because it trains our brain and yeah, that's all.
Very good. Very well said. Thank you, Priyadarshini. So as what she shared just now, before we start doing something, we may find some challenges. Alright, as what your friend shared just now, we got to think out of the box, or it's called as lateral thinking. It is all within us. We just need the technique. So, to solve a problem, we got to use a bit of our thinking ability. That's it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Alright, so before we know, once you know the solution, you say, ah, so good, it's so easy. But while you do it, you find the challenge. Right? Okay, so I hope this exercise gives you a very clear picture about how to think creatively, how to find solution for all the challenges that we're going to face in our lifetime. Clear? Right. Okay guys, here we go for a video, a short video, but it going to gives you a very clear picture of our brain, and it's so called quick neuroscience. It's the formation of a brain, how brain function. We got to know all this. You know, we should know who am I and what am I. To know who am I, we need to know what am I. What am I means, what are we made of? We should know about our brain function, brain ability. And we need to know about our mind. What is mind all about? We need to know about our health conditions. Alright? So to know this, please focus. And later, we're going to discuss about this topic and we're going to have a Q&A session. Alright, clear? Shall we?
Doctors and scientists try to unlock the mysteries of the human brain. How's it work? All wired together to generate our subjective psychological experience. For the past 100 years, neuroscientists have approached the brain like mapmakers, charting its features and activities within well-defined boundaries. The prefrontal cortex is celebrated as the seat of rationality. The motor cortex plans and coordinates movement. The somatosensory cortex and parietal lobes control our perception of the physical world. The top is picture. Recent studies of traditional categories of cognitive brain functions, like memory, show surprising amounts of activity that overlap different parts of the brain. So much that the simple map in its strict categories lose their meaning.
The way that we've been conceptualizing the mind, the functions of different systems in the brain.
These kinds of distinctions are categories which aren't respected by the brain.
Russell Poldrack is doing just that. At his lab at Stanford University, he's taking a computational approach to understanding the organizing features of our mind.
If you have people perform, a bunch of different psychological tasks that vary in the psychological functions that we think they engage, let's collect a bunch of data on a bunch of different tasks and ask the data what kind of structure there is.
Poldrack's lab used machine learning to try to isolate neural activity related to memory recall. But rather than simply mapping into memory centers, the data correlated with more general constructs of activity, ones for which we don't yet have names.
What that has shown us in some cases is that things that we might have thought were measuring the same thing really don't seem to be measuring the same thing at all. I think we need to fundamentally rethink how we conceptualize the functions of the brain. Within neuroscience, there's a broad agreement that the brain is a computational machine, and we need to understand what the computations are that it's doing, and that we should be able to ultimately understand psychological function in terms of those computations. Part of the challenge here is we don't really even have a good language for describing those computations other than math. So it raises.
Alright guys, this is going to be the second video on to quick learning about your parts of your brains. Alright, so please concentrate, take down some important facts, right? Okay.
Parts of your brain. I'm going to show you how, and all you need are your hands. Stretch out your hands in front of you. See how the skin on this side of your hands is darker than on the other side? That's just like the outer layer of the brain, called the cortex, or the gray matter. The outside of the brain is darker than the inside because...
Okay guys, you may take notes and also you can try follow them.
Cell bodies are...
Use your fingers, use your hands.
Cell bodies keep the neuron healthy and functioning. The muscles inside your hands represent the white matter of your brain. White matter is made up of neuron axons. Axons carry information from one neuron to another, but it's important to remember that two neurons never really touch. If you make a fist with your hands, you can form a shape that's similar to your brains. This is how human brains are able to squeeze so much gray matter cortex into the small space within your skull. Now take your hands, cross your wrists, and make the back of your hands touch each other. This will help you remember that the left hemisphere of your brain controls the right side of your body, while the right hemisphere of your brain controls the left side of your body. Look closer at your hands. The area where they touch represents the corpus callosum. The corpus callosum is a bundle of nerves that connect the two hemispheres of the brain and help them to communicate with each other. I like to think of it as the Golden Gate Bridge of the brain. Your wrists represent the brain stem. The brain stem sits at the very bottom of your brain. It's the most basic part of your brain and regulates important life functions like breathing, your heart rate, sleeping, eating, and more. This is also where signals from the right side of your body cross over to the left brain, and where signals from the left side of your body cross over to your right brain. Your arms represent the spinal cord. The spinal cord extends down your back. It sends and receives information from the rest of your body. Let's focus on the left hemisphere. Your front fingers represent your frontal lobe. If you remember front fingers, frontal lobe, you'll be able to remember that this is a part of your brain responsible for complex and abstract thought. It sits right behind your forehead, and it's the most advanced part of your brain. The frontal lobe helps you to make plans, imagine possible futures, and helps you to control your emotions. It doesn't finish developing until your mid-20s, which is why a lot of kids and teenagers can sometimes do impulsive things. If you extend your index and middle finger, you'll see the part of your hand that represents the parietal lobe. The parietal lobe integrates all the sensory information in your body. Your sense of space, navigation, and touch all get relayed here. But your brain doesn't prioritize each part of your body equally. Take a look at this homunculus map of the primary motor cortex of the brain. You'll notice that the brain prioritizes information from your hands and face. Now look at the back of your hands. You'll notice they look like eyes. This will help you to remember the occipital lobe, the area responsible for your visual information, and how it's located in the back of your brain. Have you ever hit the back of your head and seen stars? It's because you hit your occipital lobe. Take a look at your thumb. See how it can lift away from the rest of your fist, but remain attached to your hand? That's similar to the temporal lobe. The back of the temporal lobe is connected to the parietal and occipital lobes, but the front section can be lifted away from the rest of the brain. The temporal lobe is responsible for understanding sounds and speech. Here's how I remember this. The thumb looks like a temporal lobe, which is important for talking. If we take a closer look at the temporal lobe, we'll find the limbic system. The limbic system is responsible for emotions, learning, and memory. Inside, you'll find the amygdala, an almond-shaped structure which is located just below where your thumbnail is. The amygdala is responsible for basic emotions. Further inside your thumb is the hippocampus. It's sort of where the bone is in this part of your thumb. The hippocampus is responsible for learning and memory. That's it. Now you've got a portable model of the brain that you can take with you and use whenever you need it. Recreate it with your own hands a few times and customize your model by making your own mnemonics. What questions do you have about the brain? Let me know in the comments below.
Okay guys, how do you find the first and second video? Is it very effective?
Yes.
Okay. Do you learn something
Yes.
new?
Yes.
Or do you know earlier about this?
No.
So now you know how this function of your brain functions, right? So the right hand controls your, is it right? What I'm saying?
It's right.
The right hand controls the left brain, or brain control your right hand?
Left brain.
Your left brain controls your right hand, and your right brain controls your. So can I see how it works? Show me. Just raise up and show. Yeah. Okay. So show me higher. Okay. Imagine this is your what? Brain. This is your brain. This both resembles your brain, and this is your side. Your hand is flanking your side of your body. Okay? Now this is your right or left brain? Yeah, for you is your left brain, right? So your left brain controls your right side of your body, right? If your left controls your
Right side.
it just works opposite. Clear? Okay. So, to go further, we're going to teach you a method now. Okay? What this method is called SRS method, means Space Repetition System. Space Repetition System. Okay, what is this space repetition system is? Repeat something over and over time using specific intervals. You must give some space, your time. Okay, not doing everything consecutively or day by day. Okay, you got to give yourself space. It's called repeat something over time using specific intervals. Your brain is more likely to retain this information rather than forgetting it. You understand? See, what we usually do to learn something, to store something in your memory, We will do it, we read it, we exercise, we practice day by day. Yes or no? Do you think that is effective? Not so sure, right? Let's see how it works. Okay? So, by doing this method, we can easily understand and store the data or information. Okay, for example, how this method works. Okay, you see here. When you do practice something on the day 1, you should not do it on the second day, third day, fourth day. Not necessary. It's just an example here. If you do something, you take down notes, you read something, you try to memorize on the first day. Okay? Give yourself a break. To analyze how much you have stored in your memory. How much you can remember. Okay. So to analyze it, you can repeatedly, you can do it on the 7th day. Okay? From the week 1, for the first week, first day you start. And then second day, third day, fourth, fifth, sixth day, you don't do anything. On the 7th day, you do the same thing, repeat again. How you take out the notes, how you remember it, and do some exercises on the 7th day. And then you repeatedly do on the 16th day. It's just an example. Or you may do on the first day. You have no time to do it. Do it on the 3rd day, 5th day, 7th day. Make sure it has a gap. Alright? So, by doing this, it is also called spacing effect. Okay, this SRS method, so space repetition system, is doing something repeatedly, but not consecutively. You got to give yourself break. On the first day, then do the same thing on the 3rd day. Or you do one on the first day, then repeatedly you do on the 7th day or 6th day, for example. Okay? By doing this, your brain starts to recognize the importance of this material. You know? Your brain starts to recognize the importance, whatever the data, a picture or image, whatever, it's easily can be stored in your brain, in your memory, specifically in your hippocampus. Okay? Clear? So, it's going to be a very interactive presentation of brain learning techniques. We will do this as an activity later. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay? So what you have learned from this SRS method is you have to do repeatedly but not consecutively. You got to give yourself some space, some time, so that you can analyze how much your brain already remember certain things that you have learned. Clear? Clear? Right. Let's see. If you don't use this method, for example, SRS method, it's called an ineffective method. Now, this is what we all are doing right now. We don't use any specific method. We just blindly read through, we blindly exercise, we blindly do things. Right? So, it's called ineffective method. So, by doing this, if the method is not effective, this is what we're going to face. Inefficient use of time. You don't know how much time you got to spend for this particular subject, how much I need to spend time for this particular questions or problems. Alright? Then, passive engagement and shorter retention. So, if the method is not effective, this is what are the problems that we're going to face for sure. By using a method, it's called space repetition method, which I showed you just now. By using that method, this problem can be solved. It completely changed to this. The inefficient use of time will become, everybody says it,
effective study time.
It become efficient study time. Then it is going to be a passive engagement when there is no method. By having this methodology, you can be always focused in learning. And the third one is, this is short-term repetition. You cannot remember for long. But by doing this method, you can remember certain things for a longer period. Very clear? So what do you prefer? Do you prefer this side or this side? Obviously yes, this side. Everybody says, hey, I have a short memory power. There is no such thing. When you don't repeat things over and over, you sustain this. You will face all kind of problems like this. Clear? Right. So any questions so far from here? Anyone? Very clear, right? Yeah. We move on to the next. Okay. Now this is very important. You may take a little longer time to understand this, but I think the graph is shown very clearly. There's only two things here. This line, the point here in brown color, and this curve with the dots. Alright? This graph called the forgetting curve. This is the forgetting curve. From longer curve, forgetting curve becomes shorter curve. Can you see the difference in colors? Right? Okay. When the day one, when you learn something to memorize, on the day itself, on the first day itself, when you learn something, you think, oh, I can remember 100%. Yes or no? It happens, right? On the first day itself, when you memorize something, okay, I understand. On the first day, up to 100%. Okay, then you leave on the second day free. You check, analyze yourself. You check again on the third day. You do the same thing. What you have studied on the first day, the data, the information, the image, whatever that you want to store in your memory, you do it on the second. It's the same thing you repeat. What happens? What will be the percentage now? From 100% to 80%. It increases or drops or maintain?
Drops.
So now you know. On the first day, you feel that, oh, okay, I understood 100%. Yeah, I can remember for a long. But it doesn't work like that. On the second day, the third day or second day practice, it falls down to 80%. Yes or no?
Yes.
And your forgetting curve will be lower. Lesser. Am I right? Okay, then on the day 6, the same thing you repeat again. You can remember to be 100%, right? Can you? When you repeat again on the third or day 6, your forgetting curve will be much more shorter. So you remember for long, but your forgetting curve will be shorter. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Okay, when you keep repeating, but you must give you space. Not every day, day 1, day 2, day 3. No, day 1, day 3. 4 and 5 do it, become 6. 7, 8, 9, live it 3 days. Then on the day 10 you do it. That's how you're going to prolong, to memorize. You practice yourself. So, when you learn something on the first day, you think that, okay, I have understood, okay, I learned, I can put in my memory for 100%. But then, when you check on the second, third day, fourth day, or the day after, or the week after, what happens? You know that your forgetting curve will be longer. But when you repeat and again, your memory power will be increased and your forgetting curve will be shorter. So which method you prefer? Without methodology or with method? Obviously with method, right? So SRS method will really help you if you keep doing it accordingly. Okay? We got the next one. How to get started with SRS system. Okay? These are the value points to do with this SRM system. Set a clear learning goals. For example, you can use numbers, pictures, words, images, whatever. Right? So set clear learning goals. To set your goals, the SRS system will help you very clearly. You know, later you might know this word called mind mapping and all that, right? So these are the methods. By using numbers, pictures, words, images, colors, whatever. Then the second one is to create by creating flashcards. Later we'll be doing this in the session, right? Okay. So creating the flashcard, number 2. Number 3, studying the flashcard or vocalize the material. What you have to do with your flashcard, you have to vocalize it. You can speak it out. You can talk. You can discuss. Clear? All right. Let me go further to the next. These are the samples of flashcards. How to create flashcards, how to do flashcards, how to play with the flashcards, and how it's going to improvise your memory. Okay? There are a lot of samples. You can take colorful stick notes or stick pad. Write it down in words or image, whatever. So you have 3 or 4 types of flashcards here you can do. Okay? Either this one or you can follow this as well. Okay? The space method, spacing repetition method. Day 1, day 3, day 5. Okay, day 1, what you learn, the same thing, you repeat on the same day. You see this third one, you check whether you got here 2 image, you got 3 image, but you make it closer. Here you can see all the information is here, what you have studied on the first day, the third day, or the 5th day. You get the right one. You got the complete memory by repeating the same thing. Day 1, day 3, day 5, day 7. Okay? And then this is how you can create another one. This is the synonyms for whatever, synonyms. What else? Numbers, pictures. Do whatever that you really wanted to focus and memorize. So use that methods. Okay, this is very interesting box. A quick one, huh? This is, let's say you want to learn something one point you want to know, you find so difficult to memorize. So take that important fact, create 3 boxes. Okay? And with the flashcard that you have created, okay, you memorize that what you have written in the flashcard. Image, numbers, words, whatever. Alright? Put it on the first day. After you read, memorize. You feel that you have already memorized, okay, you put it in the first box. Third day, you read, you do the same thing. You draw, you memorize everything. Put it in the second day. Okay, now, take the flashcard, you check and see. If you really understood well what you have learned on the first day, then you move on. Bring the flashcard to move on to the third box. That means you already know, you already memorize it. If you are not able to memorize, to understand, what you have to do is put it back in the first box itself. That means you have to redo again. So once you have got through, move on to the next box. The flashcard, if you don't remember, you need more practice, put it back again, learn again. So this is what we call a repetition method. Alright? Hands-on application, personalized learning strategy development. This is what we call an interactive presentation of brain learning techniques. Okay, this is activity time for you, right? Okay. Okay, to check even better way to do things, especially on this SRS method. Okay, as a student, this is going to be your individual activity. Okay, each and every one of you is going to participate, and you will come forward to share what you have learned from these flashcards. As I taught you just now. Okay, as a student, you have to design your own custom study. Okay, I find a difficulty in this particular subject. Okay, for example, in science, to know the rainbow colors. How do you rearrange the colors? How do you remember it? Okay, so to remember, use your flashcard. We're going to give you each and every one of you 4 flashcards. So you can use image, pictures, fact, figures, data, whatever. Use your marker pen. As long as it's going to be a colorful, so that your brain can easily adapt and memorize it. So makes things easier for you. Alright? So by using the space repetition system method, And then you come forward to present yourself, what you have learned basically from this activity. So you'll be given 10 minutes for you to do this flashcard. Are you ready? Shall we start? Ready? Steady? Go. Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, there's a lot of colors, a lot of info. Okay, yeah, we're going to extend your activity, this particular activity for the next 10 more minutes. So means it's going to be a 20 minutes activity. Alright? Okay, guys, I believe you're almost done. Alright? Okay, time to stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop. I hope you find some interesting flashcards in front of you. Are you managed to do it?
Yes.
Yeah. We want to hear your voice as well, right? So, do you manage to do it?
Yes.
Have you done?
Yes.
Finish? Alright. Can we hear from you? Who is going to be here as a volunteer? One thing is you have to come on your own. I need not call you. Right? Come. Priya, are you ready? Come. Okay, share with the class, your friends, and you can show it.
The topic here I chose is geography, about the persekitaran physical of Earth, basically. And as you can see, there's 4 persekitaran physical, that being bentuk muka bumi, iklim, saliran, and then tanah. I took all the key points from each subtopic and kept it in here, so it's much easier for me to memorize. For bentuk muka bumi, you have primary of 3 bentuk muka bumi, that being tanah tinggi, tanah bawah, pinggir laut. And I also kept examples, so just in case if questions like this do come out for subjective questions or even essay, it's much easier for me. I found this is a very reasonable way to study and revise for your upcoming exams. And that's all I have to say.
Very interesting, right? So I believe there are some challenges can be overcome by using this SRS method. Am I right? Yes or no? Yeah. Next, can we hear from Priyadarshini? Yeah. So wonderful sharing. Yeah, great.
Alright, my flashcard is about science from 5. So I've learned about microorganisms. Okay, there are 5 microorganisms, and since I'm Form 4 this year, I'm going to Form 5, it's much harder for me to understand, and my experience is coming really soon. So yeah, so I wrote about protozoa, virus, fungi, alga, and also bacteria. Alright, I wrote about some facts and pictures. I drew some pictures because it's come out for paper 2 subtopics, so the super it's much easier for me. And I wrote 2 or 1 important facts about the picture or the facts now. And I also have some space to write some questions based on these subtopics. That's all for me.
So there's something new here. She also made some questions, is that? Yeah. See, we can do some comparison. What I have never done, somebody else is doing it. So we can learn from there. So we can add on more on this flashcards to make it more interesting. Am I right? Okay, can we hear from Vedish, please? Yeah, proceed.
I read some notes about computer science, that was float, string, double, integer, boolean, and character. There are some notes I write all of this. It will come in Viget C for 15 marks. 15 marks.
Have you learned something new from him? Yeah? Are you sure? Yes. It's just keep sharing our knowledge, so that we can tap something new for us. This is what we call this SRS method is solved. Come. The next is Esther. Your time starts. Now.
I draw some shapes for maths. It will be important for exams. It is more easier to remember from to the names all.
So it's all about the shapes, right? Okay, and then you have written the name as well. Okay, what else? How can you make it more clear? I mean, more attractive. Anybody can share? She has taken initiative to draw the shape, and then she has written the name. How can we adding more values so that you can easily remember? What else? You can put on more colors. Anything else you can share? See, this is how you are renewing your mind now. Alright? This is also called a brain learning techniques. What else? Numbers. See, if it is octagon means how many corners? So you put there 8. So make it more visible and clear. Right? So once you remember the 8, you know it's octagon. Or you can put it like 8O. You understand what I'm saying? So make it more clear so that your brain can adapt to what you are instructing to the brain. Okay, I hope this is very clear, right? Yeah, very good. Thank you. Great. And last but not least, yeah. Let's go, Ganesh. Worry. Here you go.
Since I'm pursuing diploma in marketing, the first thing that we should know is it should connect with the audience. So the marketer need to create awareness among the audience to promote their product or services. So these are the main objectives for the IMC. The full form of IMC is Integrated Marketing Communication. This will be all of theory, so no calculation for this. So the first thing I will do for this is table. So for this table, the mark will be among 10 to 15 marks. So for this we can do a table. So these are the comparison between public relation and publicity. And the next will be type of advertising. For the type of advertising, these three things we can memorize we can get solid mark 15 mark, which we can just put 3 examples with the 3 theoretic facts. The first one will be outdoor media, the second one online media. No need to draw the pictures, just remember what will outcome. So for the outdoor media, we can just remember the Coca-Cola advertisement. So the Coca-Cola advertisement will remind you about the outdoor media, which is billboard that you can see the outside of the building and the company. That's all from me. Thank you.
This is also another interesting here. So to make more attractive, we can even add on these tables. Okay? Apart from, despite of numbers, coloring, images, pictures, we also add on this tables. And then what else? To differentiate, you can draw, instead of writing Coca-Cola, maybe we can add on the Coca-Cola image, the bottle, Coca-Cola bottle itself. So your brain will adapt the new instruction, the colorful instruction, very effectively. You understand? So this is one of the this example as well. Thank you, Bhubaneswari. Thank you for your sharing. All right. Now we're going to go for a quick, short break. All right. We give you 5 minutes break, and we'll come back with the next important topics to be discussed. All right. Sure. Okay, guys. I hope you are refreshed after your break. So harap kamu semua lebih bersemangat. Dalam bahasa Melayu senang kan? Alright. So we now going to be see the review of your outcome. What we have learned throughout the session. Okay? Apa yang kita tengah lihat ini adalah the topic that we have covered. Okay, the first module. Okay? Enhancing retention with spaced repetition and review. What we have covered so far is the science behind spaced repetition. So how to activate your brain, how to make more interesting, to adapt the brain system towards a certain facts and figures, data and all that. Secondly, optimizing learning efficiency. Now you know how to learn better, right? By doing a certain system way of working. Okay, the third one is integrating technology. In future, you may learn all this as well. Integrating technology. Alright? And the fourth one is combining space repetition with active recall. How to recall or recap or to remember back what you have studied and learned. Then last but not least, long-term retention and transfer. Remember, why are we teaching all this? Because your memory is such a powerful tool for you to remember. The question is whether you want to make it shorter memory or long-term memory. So we are trying our best by using the SRS methodology. We can remember things easier, the easier way, but for a longer period to store it. You understand? So it's easy to recall after a long time. Alright, now shall we go further with second module? So we have completed the module 1 with brain learning techniques in the first module. The second module is renewing your mind. Now we talk about mind now. What is mind? M stands for man, human being. I stands for inner. N stands for nature. And D stands for development. It's my abbreviation for mind. Mind means man, human being has inner nature development. You understand? That's what we call mind. Mind divided into 3 categories called conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind. In subconscious mind, remember, it's only a short-term memory. If you develop more, repeat more and more, it transfers all the data from conscious mind, the short-term memory, to subconscious memory, subconscious mind. So by repeating again and again and again, practice more and more and more from conscious mind. Remember, conscious mind, it transfers all the data to subconscious mind, and from subconscious mind, it transfers all the data to superconscious mind. So how many minds divided? Mind divided to 3. Number 1, conscious mind, which stands for short-term memory. Second one, subconscious mind. You practice more, all the data as memory transferred to subconscious mind. You can remember for a longer period. And then when you keep repeating again and again, what happens? It transfers all the data to superconscious mind, where it remains for a longer period in memory. So you won't be forgetting it. Alright, so to discuss further, the students create a personal mind map. You have to, this is also another activity where you're going to come up with your own personal mind map. You know what is mind map, right? You take a topic, you define it, you describe it in better way. So that people who reads it, who take the knowledge, they understand better about you. No? So this is all about yourself. You do your personal mind map with your current thoughts. I'm going to give you 3 choices. You can choose one topic. What is your thought right now? Vedish? You understand? Now. Your current thoughts. You talk about your current thoughts. You do mind mapping. Thoughts. Whose thoughts? Your thoughts. What are you going to talk about your thoughts? Are you in the right thoughts? Good thoughts? Bad thoughts? Okay? You talk about your thoughts. Do mind mapping on this. Or you take challenges. What type of challenges that you are facing right now? Maybe you can talk about this session. Okay, these are the challenges that I'm facing. You understand? Alright? The next, you may choose self-perception. What is your perception about yourself? How good are you? How bad are you? What are the good things in you? What are the things that you need to improvise? Okay, so we need not to take all these 3 topics. We have to take either one and define yourself by doing your own mind mapping about yourself. Am I clear? Yes or no? Clear? Are you clear, sir? Clear? Okay. Now, you're going to make a mind map. See, you have to focus. It's very simple and clear. You're going to come up, okay, let's say you take your thoughts. Just write thoughts, do whatever circle, whatever shape that you prefer. Alright? Talk about this thought. It's called mind mapping. How are you going to describe what you're thinking about now? What are the thoughts that you're having right now? Is it a good thoughts? Or it's a bad thoughts? Understand? Alright? So, you can put a colors, you can do symbols, you can do an image, you can draw cartoons, whatever. Just to define what you are thinking right now. Or the challenges that you are facing in the session, in the training session. What type of challenges? I find difficulties in speaking in front, as in a public speaking. But here I was forced to do, or I have given the chance to do, so I have improvised my speaking. So I feel like I break through my challenges in public speaking. Whatever, just say something. Or self-perception, how you think about it. Okay? So you may use colors, whatever, to differentiate your positive and negative thoughts, or thought patterns, or whatever. Okay, just to differentiate it, you can do whatever that you can. Alright? And then we'll give you time to do all this, and then you can find your partner. Go and choose your partner, and both of you sit, or you want to stand somewhere there, you want to sit and discuss together. You can talk about what you have written in your mind map. By explaining, your partner has to understand. Same thing applies to the other partner. What she has written, what she has done with the mind mapping, she has to discuss with you. You understand what I'm saying? Now clear? If you're clear, say yes.
Yes.
Alright, now. Your material will be given to you, is already provided, I think. Your coloring materials are there. Your A4 paper is given to you. Right? Now. Yeah, you're allowed to use two colors to differentiate your thought process. Yeah? Very good, so good stuff. Yes. Nice. Very creative. Yeah, I think you understand well. Okay, yeah, that's how you're going to start. Very good.
Here's one habit that makes you
I believe you guys are doing good. I can see a lot of info being written down in the papers. You have 3 minutes to finish. If you're almost done, please go through again. You can see whether you can add up to make it more attractive so that your brain can easily remember and you can store it in your memory. So see what are the best things you could do to make it more interesting, more attractive. The mind's topic itself is a very huge and it's very, very interesting to know about your mind. That's the reason why we have chosen the topic, renewing your mind. So what you're doing right now is to renew your mind. Right? One more minute to complete. Thirty seconds. So this is what we call time management. We shouldn't do anything for the time that we are taking for ourselves. No, we have to manage the time. Even for studies, we have to keep our time. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. Okay, so hope everyone is done. Clear? Okay, now time for you to choose your partner. And you can find your space. Both of you can sit together there, or you want to stand there, or you want to go further back, or you want to come forward. Okay, quick. We have not enough time, so make it effectively. Choose your partner. And find your partners. 3 in a group, and the other 2 is in different group. Okay? Alright, ladies first, you may start. Talk about your money map. Then followed by Vedesh and then Priya.
Challenges that I face is a bit nervous, talking in front of everyone. The second one will be distraction. The third one will be difficulties by memorizing each formula of the calculation. So things that I improvise is improvise speaking skill, and the second will be listening to music which is make my mind relax, and the next will be giving break to myself, which is I manage my time and I would keep my effort away from me.
Yes, about food
sense.
that in positive and negative.
Right.
Positive
கொஞ்சம்
food
louder,
is
happy as சந்தோஷமா. See.
my plan about food
After
to
that,
eat more
you cannot
food
meet
from
friends,
different places or from
teachers,
other
classrooms,
countries
we
or
cannot work
religion.
after that.
And
if we didn't
I'm
get
if
food,
I eating
don't
if
have
I'm
certain
eating
things like
near
really
have any friends, I will share my foods with my
after the
friends.
result is
The
we
negative
go to
one, if I
place
see
and
other
more
eating, I will thought like I want to take their food without their permission. How about yours?
Very interesting. I think I wrote about perceptions. Alright, positive. I think I'm very a humble person. I'm an intelligent person, and I'm also a loyal person. Other than that, I think I'm an extrovert, kind and brave. So, negative sides of me is I'm an overthinker, and easily I trust everyone blindly. Other than that, I also listen to people's perspective, people's opinion. I think I have insecurities.
The challenges I have choosing a right stream for next year, as I'm turning 16, which can be quite life-changing. Moreover, I need to make new friends for next year as I'm changing class, which means I will need to move on from my classmates that I've known for 3 years. That's
This is a good side of it. Okay, guys, I believe you had a good time. Hopefully, you have shared a lot of good things. We are learning together, so hope you can practice well, right? Okay, thank you so much. Get back to your seat. Put your hands together. It's a good one. Thank you. Dear students, how do you find? Hopefully, you're doing good, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next topic on mind. Okay, what is a renewed mind? What is renewed mind? Renewing your mind. This is your mind. Just imagine this is your mind. To renew it, you gotta ask few things. For example, what do you think? So when I say when I ask you what do you think, you can imagine yourself. Okay, what I'm thinking right now. What is my thought process all about? Okay, and then what is that? What do you say? What type of words that you use? Is it positive words or negative words? And then, now what do you do now, right now? To help yourself or harming others? How was your action? So what do you do? And what do you hear? So good words or bad words? Right? And then, what do you see? So how do you define all this? What is it all about? What do you think? What do you say? What do you do? What do you hear? What do you see? All is related to your senses. All these are related to your senses. So your mind is fully surrounded by senses. What you see, if you see good things, your mind capture good pictures, images. What do you hear? If you hear good things, good words, your mind capture the good words. So whatever words that you use in a proper manner, so your mind capture those words. You understand what I'm saying? So its mind is fully structured by the senses. The way you hear, the way you talk, the way you see. Right? Let's see. If your mind is in a positive thinking or positive thinking positive, how your mind works. Okay? Think positive. You remember all these words, right? Always people say, hey, think positive. What happens when you think positive? First thing, you'll be happy. When you're not in a happy mode, what happens? Will you be a positive thinker or you'll be a negative thinker? So when you think positive, you become happy. When you think positive, you become motivated. Highly motivated. When you think positive, you become strong mentally. Not by physical alone, but mentally you become strong. You'll be encouraged instead of demotivating yourself. Right? So there are a lot of good things. You will become optimistic. Your thought process will be different. Okay? So you can have a lateral thinking, you may have a positive thinking, you can have a paradigm shift. All this comes under positive thinker. You can become a positive thinker. So, the power of positive thinking is to keep you energized. Keep you energized. Right? So, motivation is very important for you to move on. So, think positive. If you think negatively, what happens? You become down. You become demotivated. You become weaker. Instead of all this positive, you won't become happy, isn't it? What do you become? Sorrow, sad. Right? Yeah. So, when you are not in positive, if you are not doing something positive, when you don't hear something positive, you will become a negative self-talk. You become negative. You start comparing yourself. You know, you imagine that you are not good for anything. Alright? So, people start telling you, remember? Or sometimes you might think yourself, I'm useless. Are you useless or useless?
Useless.
We are not useless. We are being used very the less. We are so talented. If you are a positive thinker, just by adding one alphabet letter here, P, so you become useless. So you are a talented person, but you are utilizing in a small scale, right? So when you become negative, when you are down, you are not highly motivated, you think that you are useless. I'll never make friends. Yes. You are not open-minded. Your mind will be narrow. You'll be a narrow-minded person. So you don't make friends. You don't mingle around. You don't talk to people. So remember why we asked you to go and get your partners? You got to break that barrier. You got to become positive rather than
Negative.
say it.
Negative.
Right now, I am not smart enough. When we are not so sure, you go somewhere, people ask you to talk, then what we say? I'm not smart enough now. I don't know whether I can do it or not. Right? And then, finally you make a decision by yourself with this negative thought. What do you say? End of the day? I'm going to. Instead of using this word fail, what are you going to put? I'm going to do greater things. I'm going to chase success. I never fail. You understand what I'm saying? So, negative self-talk is going to put you down. It is not going to uplift yourself. To enhance yourself, you have to change the entire thing into positive words. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, for example, I'm useless in positive. I'm used very the lives of my talent. I'll never make friends. I will make good friends. Not only friends. Alright? I'm not smart enough. I am intelligent. Why? Because I came from the internal energy. From the divine power. So I must be smart enough. And I won't be failed. I will be towards my success. So clear? This is the difference between the positive and negative self-talk. Alright, let's see here. There are a lot of examples here, but I'm going to pick up either one or two here. Okay, monitor your thought patterns. What is this all about? Recognizing and challenging negative self-talk. Recognizing and challenging. First, we have to recognize. Am I falling into the category of positive or negative? If it is positive, enhance it. If it is negative, challenge it. Face it. Overcome it. That's how we have to do it. So, first, we have to monitor. Say, everybody can see. Say, can you share with me this? Monitor.
Monitor your thought patterns.
Can I hear at a time? Louder.
Monitor your thought patterns.
So observe your thought process. Someone is dominating me in a negative way, or they are doing it in a positive manner. Alright? So monitor first. Am I falling into the negative thoughts or positive? So monitor first. Once you recognize that, move on to the next. Everybody together? Simple as that. You got to imagine yourself that you are talking to someone that you're close to you. Right? So talk to yourself. This is what we call self-talk. Somebody got to tap it. This is psychology method. When you dream, for example, you tap your lap. This is what we call self-talk. You got to talk to yourself, not only your friends, not to others also. It is also important, but the first place is you have to discuss, talk, describe, define, whatever they want to do it for yourself first, within yourself. You understand? Alright? 3. Everybody.
Keep an eye on your stress levels.
This is very, very important. Now everybody, even a small child, telling that I'm in stress. Now everybody is in stress. How about you guys? Are you in stress?
Yes.
Now you are in stress? No? That's good, no? Right? So, you got to know, are you in stress level? If you are in stress level, you have to know whether you are in depressed level or not. From stress, if you are not, correct it. If you are not overcoming in this level, it will go up to higher level, so-called depression. Stress, by doing some good techniques like breathing technique. There are a lot of breathing technique where you can help yourself to bring down your stress level. If you don't do that, it will go up to depression level. Depression level where you have to take medicine to solve the problem. So don't ever stress level bring up to depression. When you are in stress, you can't make decision. You'll be always confused. You are not firm with what you are doing. There is no clarity in your mind. Okay, your thought process is very clumsy. You make a decision one, then you switch to another decision. So you got to be firm. So you got to be firm, a very clear mind state, determination. Everything comes not in this level, not in stress level. You got to be out from stress level. Clear? Then the fourth one, everybody.
Look on the bright side.
Everybody.
Look on the bright side.
What happens if you see on the dark side? Negative. You accumulate the negative energy. You will be surrounded by the negative energy. Your aura will become negative. Your words will become negative. Your thought will become end of the day. Yes. So always see the good things. Don't always complain. Don't always say there's nothing good for me. Nothing good happens to me. No. There are good things happen. So try to appreciate. So instead of complaining, appreciate it. By appreciating, you will see the bright side, not the dark side. Okay? And the last one here is the, everybody?
Challenge your thoughts.
For your betterment. Understand? So when you find some problems, don't back off yourself. Face it. If you find mathematics so difficult, okay, so what are the solutions that you have to find? You may go for a tuition. You may ask for your teacher's assistance. You can find your friend who is better than you in maths. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to find a lot of solutions. Instead of, no, I cannot do mathematics, I cannot do science, I cannot do history. Don't back off. Forward, come forward. You challenge that subject. Is that you intelligent enough or myself? We are intelligent, right? So we can come out. Okay? Next. Okay, now here you have to concentrate even more and more. What is this? Growth mindset. What is growth mindset? Versus the fixed mindset. Okay, I'm not going to explain this. Let's see the image clearly. I want you to know the difference between the growth and the fixed mindset. If you are in fixed mindset, observe first. Are you in this category or you are in this category? If you are a growth mindset, what do you do? If it is fixed mindset, what are the good things or bad things you have. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So, we're going to discuss interactively with me. So, we're going to interact later about this. You see this picture, you observe clearly and point out your thinking skills. What you have observed from this image. Are you clear? I'm not asking you to go to define now. You can have a lot of thinking. You define yourself. How do you see this? What is fixed mindset and what is growth mindset? And then you see here, someone is sitting with doubt. Someone is doing something greater here. So, you define yourself. You see what you can imagine from there, what you can learn from there. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now your time starts now. Just define a bit. What have you observed from this image?
Alright, I observe that growth mindset. It's full of freedom. You can. It's full of creativity, imagination, and more.
So growth mindset is more freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
To think out of the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as a person is working hard to keep it
grow,
yeah.
So it's feeding something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is he feeding now?
Positivity.
Positivity, knowledge.
Yeah.
Right?
For the fixed mindset, I think it's locked. Cannot escape from the fact it's full of negativity. I think it's empty. Nothing inside the mindset.
Very wonderfully shared. Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. How do you find this image?
My opinion, growth mindset is where you look to always improve your intellect and knowledge.
For improvisation, knowledge improvisation. Great. Next.
Whereas for fixed mindset, you do not look to improve anything for the betterment of yourself.
Okay, how do you find this? What happens if you are in this?
When you're in fixed mindset, you are unable to allow your mindset to absorb intellect or knowledge.
Exactly. When we are narrow-minded, when we are locked with this, we are not ready to learn. What happens? It is not open to acquire new information or knowledge. Am I right?
Yes.
Very well said. Thank you. God bless.
In my opinion, growth mindset will be explore more about something. As an example, after SPF, we need to pursue the diploma. So for the diploma, we need to do we can do research about the courses that we pursuing. And for the fixed mindset, it will be confusing. The person is a bit confused with the decision. So it will be, as an example, if the person is fixed with their decision, he want to go to the agriculture course, but he don't know when and which subject need to start with that. So like that.
So she comes with her explanation as well, right? This is a great start. Good. Okay, so what we can see another point of view is from growth mindset you become a knowledge explorer. You understand? So you become an explorer. You learn, keep learning. You never stop learning. Wonderful. Well experienced, well shared, good. Yeah, go ahead.
Growth mindset is if you want to study more means a fixed mindset is cannot study, like they will think there is no more study, they will negative thoughts will be. growth mindset means they will feed more positive to study more if they are student.
Yeah, it's another good point, right? When you see your fixed mindset, okay, it comes and fall into the conscious mind where you can easily forgetting things. Whereby growth mindset, it comes under conscious, subconscious mind or super conscious mind where you keep growing, you never forget things. You know the difference between these two things now, right? So you become a knowledge explorer, and you allow to learn more and more, all right, to enhance a betterment. It's feeding, it's a knowledge feeding. You keep growing. When you don't feed, you sit down doing nothing. It never grows, right? Thank you. Very good. Yeah, the last one. Yes.
In my opinion, the growth mindset has the more positive thoughts. I can think out of the box, and the fixed mindset cannot think out of the box. Have fixed and negative thoughts cannot make new plans. So
Yes, good. Even though you're repeating the same thing, but we wanted to hear from you. So it's really nice. Thank you for your participation. Right, everybody? Yeah. It looks like a cactus. Cactus is full of thorns. Thorns is harming us, poking us. The pain will be there. Now you don't realize, maybe later. But when you do something good, when you think good, when you hear something good, when you feed knowledge in a proper way, it keeps your mind healthier. Not like dry like this. It's healthy. See, we are learning, we are sharing. This is what we call brainstorming. So we also, that's why, brainstorming. That's the reason why we are asking you to come and participate. Alright? So we can describe, define in a different manner, different way, based on our knowledge. Clear? Alright. Next. Very, very famous people, see how they overcome the challenges that they face. Everybody has their ways, right?
Tragedy is that we don't recognize it until after the fact. Everything it's so cyclical. Everything is good. We can be 100% guarantee that it's going to get better. And as bad as it is, we can be 100% guarantee that it's going to get better. The key is to not waste it. It's not when it comes, see it as a gift. As an opportunity to open our eyes and to value, what it is that we have, recognize what is good, and be able to really value it as it's happening.
Every single good thing that happens in our lives comes at a cost. There's nothing for free. But at the same time, everything we struggle with has opportunity and lesson that goes with it. My career, the concept of why, came out of me losing my passion and hating work. I went through depression. I never want to go through that again, but I'm really glad it happened.
I believe that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together.
And so by the time you're in prison, that's not rock bottom for you?
No.
You are Robert Downey Jr., the Golden Globe Award, Oscar nominee, movies, the life that most people look at and think, gee, I'd like a piece of that life. And then
God punishes you by giving you everything you want. The things you can handle. He wants to show you something. He wants to see how much you can take, how much you can handle.
It's easy to embrace hopelessness when things seem insurmountable. It's not that difficult to overcome these seemingly ghastly problems.
You are saying that it's not that difficult?
No. what's hardest inside?
You gotta understand, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. Like if you fail 1 or 2 times, then you stop pursuing your dream, you ain't ready anyway.
But that's with everything, right? In life, people emulate the end result, not the process.
Most difficult situations will resolve themselves if you are persistent, if you don't give up. That's been who did it, give up.
Michael Jordan missed 9,000 shots. He failed 9,000 times. You get it? We all fail. It's okay. What is not okay is that when you fail, you stay down. Think about the times where everything was going wrong. Nothing was going wrong. When there was no friends around, there was no family, you were in that place. What kept you going? When does a new day start? At midnight. If a new day starts in the dark, why are you afraid to use your dark side for your new beginnings?
There'll be times when you succeed and times when you fail. Wasting the time battling and being successful, that is pointless.
Just put one foot in front of the other. You control what you can control. And then you see what the outcome is. If you win, great. You're going to have to wake up the next day and journey over. If you lose, sucks. You have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again.
So in certain seasons in life, Julian, we're in a season of just enduring. No matter how much things go well, you're going to be in some seasons of your life where you feel like ain't nothing working. You come down the court, Chris shot at the basket, ain't nothing for. Man, you're not crazy. This is life. There's nothing wrong with you. These are the ups, the downs, successes, failures. This is the totality and the process of life. There's nothing wrong with you. And you can't escape it.
Just stop looking at the happen. That's all I need. What's the point? When you come out of the storm, you always stay in first journey. That's what the storm is all about. When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is. Sometimes we don't understand, like, what is this? What is my fear? I have to go through this pain. I have to go through this fear all the time. Why can't I just be peaceful all the time? Then it wouldn't be life. I know the initial reaction when we go through things is to say, man, why does this have to happen to me? And it's a honest reaction. Because sometimes good people go through some crazy stuff. And some of the things we go through, let's be real, it's not a scripture for it. We have to think life from it, turn life from life to life from our terms. We need to live life for lifetime. We say you love life, you want to live it. I'm going to show you life. Life is beautiful, but you have to accept the good and the bad of being beautiful. Blueprint, it's like, no, just take the first step. If you don't fail, you're not even trying.
Okay. It was interesting, right? See how these famous people overcome their challenges in those days. So nobody have had got their success instantly when they start their careers. Am I right? Yes or no? Yeah. So now, so you have seen the difference between the growth mindset and also fixed mindset. You know what is thought process? What is good positive affirmation? Okay? How to renew your mind? Okay? Are you clear? Yeah. So now we're going to go for an activity. Okay. This activity is a mindset transformation techniques. Okay? Cognitive reframing exercise. What is this activity called? Cognitive reframing exercise. It's not framing, reframing. Right? Students practice turning negative statement into to empower yourself. Alright? So you got to work as an individual. It's not a group activity, it's an individual activity. And you will need to create a chart and list down 3 negative statements into positive statement. This is a statement, it's not about you. Huh? It's a negative statement and you have to change it to positive. Right? Create a 1-week personal development mini plan. This is what you can do when you're back home. Alright? But just go through this. You may write it down if you wanted to. Create a 1-week personal development mini plan. Alright? Set a realistic, achievable, mental and emotional goals. You go back home, please don't stop doing this. Alright? Good, keep doing it. Sharing of your personal growth commitments and all that. Okay, now what we're going to do now is we have given you material here, coloring materials and A4 papers will be distributed soon to you. Okay? Okay, in this activity we're going to give you, allocate 5 minutes for you to write down the positive statement and the negative statement and follow it with your mini plans. Your time starts now for the next 5 minutes. Anybody require paper, A4 papers? You can ask for it. So when you start, before you're speaking on it, you got to write down in your A4 paper, this is module 2 on mind, renew on mind. Make sure you write down on A4 paper that this belongs to module 2, renewing your mind. And this topic called, this exercise called cognitive reframing exercise. Yes, it looks interesting. Very colorful. But please do not forget to write down the model in your A4 papers. This is model 2 on renewing your mind. And this exercise is called cognitive reframing exercise. Okay, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds to complete of this exercise. I believe this is interesting. Hope you're enjoying. Alright, a small quick mini plan, yeah? You have another 1 more minute. Okay, time's up, time's up. Okay, time's up. Alright, I'm ready to hear from you. You want to do it from your place or you want to have your stage here? You want to come in front? See, as a leader, yes, you must say yes. Where are you going to do this? Right, please. Let's start from Goodness. Be happy. Okay, get ready. One.
So the first one will be, for me the negative statement will be demotivated. The positive statement will be highly motivated. Next one will be, the negative statement will be easily give up on difficult situation. I'm used to it. So the positive statement will be work smart and don't give up easily. The third negative statement is difficulties in setting time. So we change into manage time wisely. So my time plan for the demotivated is watching affirmation videos, which help me to highly motivated. So the second will be give up, which we can plan on. If I will call my if I'm in polytechnic, I will call my mother to get some motivation from her. Not easily give up on some things, which is on difficult subjects and assignments. For the statement difficulty in setting times, which we can do a timetable, so we can manage our time easily and set a timer to do some assignments wisely. Thank you.
It's a good one, we believe here. Alright, next. We're going to go to a quick one. Next. Yeah. Shall we?
Yeah, okay. So these are my statement. Negative, alright. You aren't going to succeed in life. Positive side is, I will be very, very successful in my life. Alright. Second negative statement is, you will fail on your examination. You won't get good grades. Positive side is, I will pass my examination with flying colors, with straight A's. Negative side, being lazy. Positive side, starting to being a hard worker. And I've wrote it here. Day 1 and day 2, I will start to be positive and overcome every challenges ahead of me. Third, fourth, fifth is study harder and focus on my academics, on what I'm weaker at. Sixth and seventh, touch some grass, go out, don't be lazy. That's all about me.
Yeah. I believe you really understand well. So we can see from the structure here, from the negative statements to the positive, you never even stop there. It has a mini plan, well organized. Yeah? Thank you. Is this yours?
Yes.
Okay. What is the number of module? What is the module number?
Module 2.
And what is the topic? What was that? Cognitive reframing exercise. Okay, shall we hear from you? Yes, please.
On the negative side, we have I'm lazy and I'm inactive and lazy. On the positive side, it's I'm active and productive.
Active and productive. Okay.
Moreover, on the negative side, there's I'm always tired, and the counterpart being I'm always energetic. Furthermore, there's I'm bad in managing my time, and as for the positive for that, it's I'm good in managing my time. As for the mini plan that I have written, is start doing more outdoor activities and be more productive, have a proper sleep schedule, and have a timetable to manage my time properly.
Very clear. So this, what I can say from here, majority of us are facing the problem in time management, right? I think by doing all these activities, you can overcome your problems. Yeah, great. Good sharing. Miss Esther. Okay.
The negatives are not having a good bond with family, talking with family in free times, and doing gotong royong with family. The second one, not being friendly with everyone. I don't have so many friends also. I will get together with good friends and good being friends. I'm so lazy and I will be hardworking. The mini plans are, in free time I will spend time with my family, gotong royong and clean the house, everything like to make a good bonding. And friendly means if I don't understand any subjects or any words, I will ask my friends to teach me, and they don't understand, I will teach them to understand. And if I'm lazy for avoid it, my phones, it's very lazy, it's make me very lazy. I will avoid phone and I will do a timetable to hardworking.
Okay, so we're going to hear the last one. It's a good sharing also. Next, be confident. Come.
First is negative things is using phone more than 4 hours for unnecessary sleep. And second negative thought is not eating in correct time or being laziness. My positive things is read more books, like give some knowledge extra. And another one is to help our mom to work on chores, doing exercise daily for more than 1 hour.
Okay, it's a good one. Yeah. Thank you. Come. Let's see. What was the negative statement first?
Using phones for unnecessary.
Okay. How do you overcome and what is your positive?
Reading books.
Instead of using gadgets, utilize your time for books. Make your books as your friend. So this is how you have to change from the negative thoughts statement to the positive. All right, it's a good one. Yeah. So most of us are here, and you shared that you find some difficulties in your time management. Okay? Yes. Time management is very important, not only for students, but for everyone. Okay? But student has to start from here right now. Alright? Clear? Thank you very much. Thanks for sharing. Put your hands together to appreciate you guys. Your brain needs some rest. Your body needs some rest too. So what are we going to do now? We're going to go for a short break. Alright? For next 10 minutes. Okay, we are meeting again after the small break. Now, what I managed to see here in this picture, it's called a recap. Okay, we're going to round up the whole session with this image. What do you see from this? Some horses. What else? Someone is driving. All right, and then the passenger. The horses resembles sensors. Let's see. Okay, this is actually an image where you can see 5 horses. The 5 horses resembles our 5 senses. What are those senses? See, sight, hear, smell, taste, touch. Right? So these are the 5 senses resembles by 5 horses. And then what is this? Who is this? Driver. So driver resembles your intelligence, your mind. Is it your intelligence? And what is this? The string which controls the horses. The reins is called your mind. So who is controlling what? Correct? Who's the driver? It's you and me. Controls the mind by using the senses. Is it clear?
Yeah.
But who's the passenger? It's our soul. The soul is pure. Right? But the driver has to make the decision to control the 5 senses using your mind. Do you understand now? So the recap shows we are the one who keep ourselves in positive manner, think positive, talk positive, act positive, whatever. Everything has to fall into positive activity so that the mind gets better to control the senses. So for you to have a better life, the good soul, it has to be good mind. The good mind controls the senses. So you choose the best. You taste, you eat the good food. You touch the good things. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So it's very important. Right? So this picture is make ourselves to understand better about our mind. What is important of the mind. How it works to control the senses. Who are we in the first place? Driver. So we are more important person who act. Okay? We should act positively so the mind gets better. When mind gets better, your senses are in good formation. So when these three are in good condition, the soul is healthy and active. Clear? Right. Let's move on to a quick brain healthy quiz or health quiz. Okay, there is this module free on nutrition, the mind diet. Diet is not only for body, it is also for hello. It is for very good. So this is third module, the final module for the session. We're going to talk more about the nutrition. Okay, specifically the mind diet. Okay, we're going to have 8 questions, and I want each and every one of you to answer one by one. All right, very simple. Let's start. Just a second. Number 1. Question number 1. Unscramble. Oh, okay. Okay, what is the word? You can see from there. It's mixed, right? So you have to rearrange. Quick one.
Healthy.
Okay. That's healthy. The other one?
No, only one word.
Oh, okay. So you managed to get one, right? Next. Find the odd one out.
Sit down.
Let's see the answer. Yes. Clap. You managed to find. Next. Which 2 of these should you do?
Drink
water, stay motivated.
Let's see. Yes. How do you think your brain will be healthy? Click one of this below.
By exercise?
By watching more gadgets?
No.
By being bored?
No.
By having Mediterranean diet?
Yes.
By exercising?
Yes.
Which one?
By
Second.
Only one.
exercise.
Will you get the point?
Second.
Exercise.
Sure? Yes. Your friend Jaladi is asking you to play video games with her. What will you do? Tell no, go and play with her. Tell no and say it's not good to play much. Ignore her.
Tell no.
Tell no and say it's not good to play much. Shall we see? Yes. You got 700 points. Think and answer carefully. Does sleep play an important role in your brain?
Yes.
Sure? Yes. You got 700 full marks. And the 7th question is, what happens when you be bored? Our brain will stay calm. Your brain will be more clever. Your brain will get more energy. Or your brain gets frustrated when you get bored.
Your brain gets frustrated.
Alright, let's see the answer. Fantastic. You got to clap for yourself. You got the right answer. And the 8th question, the final one. You are playing cricket with your friends. Are you taking care of your brain? Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's see. Fantastic. Full score. Can I hear once again to cheer up yourself, to motivate yourself? Alright? What was the total number? 5,300 out of? It's a total score. Okay, you gave.
Rank is 9 out of 22 of those who played this.
Who have played this earlier, out of 22, you are in the grade number 9. Rank number 9. So, wonderful. Well played. See, it was so.
Yes.
We will go move on to the next. Okay, now watch a video. Have you played it?
No, I haven't.
Out of your brain and broke it down to its constituent nutritional content, what would it look like? Most of the weight of your dehydrated brain would come from fats, also known as lipids. In the remaining brain matter, you would find proteins and amino acids, traces of micronutrients,
I'll be asking some questions based on this.
The brain is, of course, more than just the sum of its nutritional parts, but each component does have a distinct impact on functioning, development, mood, and energy. So that post-lunch apathy or late-night alertness you might be feeling, well, that could simply be the effects of food on your brain. Of the fats in your brain, the superstars are omegas 3 and 6. These essential fatty acids, which have been linked to preventing degenerative brain conditions, must come from our diets. So eating omega-rich foods like nuts, seeds, and fatty fish is crucial to the creation and maintenance of cell membranes. And while omegas are good fats for your brain, long-term consumption of other fats, like trans and saturated fats, may compromise brain health. Meanwhile, proteins and amino acids, the building block nutrients of growth and development, manipulate how you feel and behave. Amino acids contain the precursors to neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that carry signals between neurons, affecting things like mood, sleep, attentiveness, and weight. They're one of the reasons we might feel calm after eating a large plate of pasta, or more alert after a protein-rich meal. The complex combinations of compounds in food can stimulate brain cells to release mood-altering norepinephrine, dopamine, and serotonin. But getting to your brain cells is tricky, and amino acids have to compete for limited access. A diet with a range of foods helps maintain a balanced combination of brain messengers and keeps your mood from getting skewed in one direction or the other. Like the other organs in our bodies, our brains also benefit from a steady supply of micronutrients. Antioxidants in fruits and vegetables strengthen the brain to fight off free radicals that destroy brain cells, enabling your brain to work well for a longer period of time. And without powerful micronutrients like the vitamins B6, B12, and folic acid, our brains would be susceptible to brain disease and mental decline. Trace amounts of the minerals iron, copper, zinc, and sodium are also fundamental to brain health and early cognitive development. In order for the brain to efficiently transform and synthesize these valuable nutrients, it needs fuel, and lots of it. While the human brain only makes up about 2% of our body weight, it uses up to 20% of our energy resources. Most of this energy comes from carbohydrates that our body digests into glucose, or blood sugar. The frontal lobes are so sensitive to drops in glucose, in fact, that a change in mental function is one of the primary signals of nutrient deficiency. Assuming that we are getting glucose regularly, how does the specific type of carbohydrates we eat affect our brains? Carbs come in three forms: starch, sugar, and fiber. While on most nutrition labels, they are all lumped into one total carb count, the ratio of the sugar and fiber subgroups to the whole amount affect how the body and brain respond. A high glycemic food, like white bread, causes a rapid release of glucose into the blood, and then comes the dip. Blood sugar shoots down, and with it, our attention span and mood. On the other hand, oats, grains, and legumes have slower glucose release, enabling a steadier level of attentiveness. For sustained brain power, opting for a varied diet of nutrient-rich foods is critical. When it comes to what you bite, chew, and swallow, your choices have a direct and long-lasting effect on the most powerful organ in your body.
Interesting or not? good?
Yes.
New? Okay, it's a continuation of Module 3, Nutrition, the Mind Diet. Okay, I believe you might have a clear picture about your brain, especially on food. Alright, it's a brain food, or we call it as diet, mind diet. Alright, the mind diet combines the DASH and Mediterranean diets to create a diet aimed at reducing the risk of aging brain. By having a good food, balanced diet, mindful, okay, it helps you to reduce the risk of aging brain. So you don't become old man thinker in the young age. Understand? Right? Antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effect of foods encouraged on the mind diet may show the loss of brain function. Antioxidant, okay, and anti-inflammatory, yeah, it definitely for sure it affects. Alright, and the mind diet may slow the loss of brain function. You won't be able to think quick. Alright. Meal planning on the mind diet, it's simple and easy. It's very simple. Later we're going to do an activity based on this. Alright, meal planning. How is going to be your breakfast? How are you going to start with your breakfast? And then your lunch, dinner. So, alright, the mind diet encourages, this is very important, the mind diet encourages the consumption of all kinds of vegetables. I believe you guys are happy to eat vegetables, right? Yes, huh? Most of us, we don't like to take vegetables, especially greeneries, right? So, if you want to keep your brain healthier, you have to consume lots of vegetables. Berries, strawberries, blackberries, right? Nuts. Can you give me some sample? Walnut, almond, cashew nut, pistachio, right? So you know all this, right? But we don't need it, right? We shouldn't do that, okay? Next, oil, selective oils, alright? Olive oil, grains, fish. Why fish? Why fish? Of course, salmon. It gives high, it gives omega-3. Okay? To rejuvenate your brain. It helps a lot for that, right? Beets and poultry. The mind diet encourages limiting. Okay, this is encouraging the consumption. You have to take more on this, right? Of vegetables. You have to take more every day. But the mind diet encourages limiting of certain foods called butter, margarine, cheese, red meat, fried food, pastries and sweets. But we do the other way around. Yes or no? We like this the most. And we limiting ourselves in this. We should not do that. If you want to have a better, healthy life, especially your brain need to be healthy, we have to change the entire diet. Alright? So you got to fall under these categories, not this. If you are in this now, you have to change to this. From negative thoughts to the positive. It's a little struggling, but you can do that. Just matter of time by practicing it. Okay? Let's see. There are 5 components. There are 5 components of the mind diet. All these 5 are the components of the mind diet. Alright? Let's see. What is this? Everybody, can you? Olive oil, antioxidants and healthy fat. We have 2 types of fat in our body. One is cholesterol bad fat and good fat. So we need good fat as well. From where you can get the good fat is basically from olive oil. Alright? Next, whole grains. Whole grains means vitamins and minerals. It's a combination of these 2. You can get it from the grains. Alright? Next, vitamins especially, we need B complex, which contains of B6, B12, right? So that's why we call B complex, B vitamin, and also we need some minerals. Next, can you say it out louder? Legumes, right? So beans is also important. The red beans, green beans, no? All these healthy, heart healthy, protein and fiber. Fiber is very important. Fiber helps you to reduce your constipation problem. You understand? Alright? So fiber is very important. From where you can get the fiber is from the vegetables. Mainly from vegetables. Alright, next. Vegetables and leafy greens. See? It's very, very important, vegetables. We are against this, Most of the time when mom cooks vegetables, we say no. Fried chicken, always yes. Alright? So your brain will become bulging. Weaky poyo. You understand? Bulging. Weaky poyo. You understand what I'm saying? Weak means bulging or aging brain. Alright? The glands. Fatty fish and nuts. It gives you omega-3 and good fats. Okay? You got to be a selective fish, But sometimes the fishes are very expensive. If you're not able to buy, you can't afford to buy, you get whatever you can, but make sure you get more fish rather than chicken and other stuff, right? Okay. Now we're going to categorize into two types of nutrients, which is now known as macronutrients. Macro is what? Big. So much. Right? So these are the nutrients that we have to consume more and more in a bigger scale, bigger quantity. Right? So in daily diet, your mind diet, you have to carry carbohydrates 30%. Carbohydrates you get it from where? From bread, milk. What else?
Fruits and vegetables.
Fruits
And vegetables.
Vegetables. Yeah. So this gives you carbohydrate 30% and 40% from the proteins. 40% from the proteins, right? And then the 30% good fat from the fats. It's from coconut, avocado, grains and nuts, juice. You understand? Fresh juice and all that. Right? So these are the nutritional components. Alright, the macronutrients breakdown. Okay, this is the breakdown here. Protein to build. I think you can share with me, you can say it loud together with me.
Building blocks.
Proteins what? It does? Building
blocks of body tissues.
So if you need to have better good tissues in your body, you need proteins. To have energy sources, we need carbohydrates. And fats gives us
Essential for hormone production and cell function.
mainly for cell
Function.
So do you think that we can leave out anything out of these three?
No.
When all these three in balance, it gives you a very healthy mind diet. Clear? And this is micronutrients. What is micronutrients? Micronutrients, minerals and vitamins are called micronutrients. Even though it's in a small size, but it gives you a very big impact. Right? Since they are needed by your body in a small amounts, you cannot take so much of nuts. If you have one big packet, you cannot consume at a time, right? You must take a little bit in a small quantity. So the minerals and most of the vitamins your body needs must be obtained from the foods you eat, since your body cannot make them. So you take this big piece of chicken, right, which is equivalent to a small quantity of grain and nuts. It gives the same types of amount of protein, amount of calcium, amount of minerals and vitamins, you know. So we need not to take every day like chicken, mutton and all that. So we can change our diet into this minerals and vitamins. Even though you're taking it in a small quantity, but it gives you a bigger what? Impact for good health, right? Okay, now meal planning challenge. This is going to be your activity, right? Students work in a small group. Okay, now 3 will become one group, the 2 will become another group. Okay, create a full day meal plan. You got to create full day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. All right, following your mind diet principle, not your principles, huh? You have to follow the mind diet. Follow this. Follow this. Okay, based on this, you create your full day meal plan. Design a poster. We will be giving you art block. Alright, so you got to fill the whole block, yeah? Don't write small. Do it in the biggest way. Make it full. So you have to design a poster, no more A4 size, huh? Alright? We'll give you an art block. You draw and design a poster showcasing your meal plan. Okay, and then later we'll give you some time for presentation. To do your presentation. Is it clear? Yeah. Alright? So you will be given an art block for a group. So you may join in your group. Now, the group has been formed. Now for this activity, we're going to allocate 45 minutes. That means you must understand, 45 minutes is not for you to be relaxed and you don't think that, okay, you have more time to do this. No. Effectively and efficiently utilize this time. 45 minutes. Do your best for a better outcome. How do you plan the whole day meal with this given concept? Follow your, not your mind diet, but a good mind diet. Alright? Shall we start? Are you ready? Ready? Steady? Start. 15 minutes for each group to come and present yourself. Alright? Start. Yeah, this is what we call group. You have to have interaction. Discuss what you're going to do. Plan first. This is a poster. Poster without image. Not good. It's not about text. It's about image, pictures. See, you can see, take this as an example. Can you see this? You can write like this, but don't follow exactly. Put your own words. Meal planner. Alright? You have breakfast. What are the food that you can consume? For lunch, how much the quantity? What are the things? Okay? For dinner, plan well. You have 30 minutes. You can plan well. Okay? And make it more attractive of your poster.
statements.
Then for snack, and then fruits.
Oh my God.
Make sure you do it full of understanding. That's the important thing. And enjoy while doing it. You know, the most important is your outcome, your idea. Together, you see, together, see that. They are three also doing. So you also could do what is this? Don't ever think that you have 40 minutes, I have 30 minutes. No. You left another 20 minutes. Then we're going to go for presentation. But this team is enjoying it doing. You guys are very focused, but you can also enjoy. Okay. Here you can show your potential, your thinking ability, how creative you are. You know, with full of colors, design, shapes. Utilize those things. What you're going to present now, that's what you're going to implement in future. You become a balanced diet, mind dieter. You know? Don't try to leave blank, fill up with a lot of inputs, good ideas, drawing, planning, sharing. which team present well, we're going to give you a present. Okay, there's a gift for you. Okay, the gift is waiting for you. For which group, whoever perform well, this is the gift. Yes. Okay, Nancy. Lunch. You want to have gravy. Oh, it's a typical food. So because gravy is difficult, right? So make it as no gravy. You can eat nuts. In Tamil, I think they call it as Sudeshi Kachar, temple Kachar. Sudeshi. Hello. Kachapur. Now you can make it. It's called chalna gravy. Chalna. Because that particular means gives you iron. So it's good for lunch. So I believe this team is still discussing. Good thing. Discussion is important. Make sure it's a healthy discussion. Sharing your knowledge. Keep discussing. It's important. Put your ideas, share your ideas. The outcome is from both of you. So it shows how good are you in discussion and all that stuff, right? With the outcome, then you're going to present it later. You're going to do the presentation. You have 5 minutes to complete your poster. Say by looking at the colors, your brain become in state of mind, it will become calm. And you feel relaxed. So when your minds are relaxed, you can come up with some good things, and you become more creative. you're able to draw, you can write, you can color, you can design. Left. .5 minutes. Okay, for the presentation, each group can come and do the presentation. 3 of you also can talk. If in a group there's a 2 also can share and deliver your ideas. You can do your presentation, right? Doesn't mean that one person has to represent the group. 3 of you can equally share the knowledge as presented. 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. All right. Thank you. Put your pencils down. Okay, facilitator, can you please make sure everybody stops penning down? Okay, time to present. Okay, let's hear from ladies group. Come. Cheer up, yeah, cheer up. Okay, right. Hello. Hello. Come. Okay.
Alright, so this is our meal.
How many of you in a group?
3 of us.
Make sure all 3 comes. Yeah. Okay. Our future leaders, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start the presentation.
This is our meal planner. For breakfast, we have whole grains. and eggs, meat, milk, fruits and vegetables. So as you can see, this is a bowl of cereal, or you can say whole grains. It's full of oats and other stuff, nuts and all. And you have a bottle of milk. The milk is almond milk club. It's better for health and mind. And secondly, it's egg. We buy boiled egg because I hope that boiled egg is much more healthier than fried egg because it's less of oil. So for meat, we have fish because fish is full of omega-3 and all stuff. Other than that, we also have some fruits. It's apple, orange, and we have eggplants and we have cabbage. For lunch, we have rice, meat, fish, vegetables, water and chalna gravy. It's called kacang kudela. Okay. So as you can see, we have a banana leaf. Alright. In banana leaf, we have rice on top of chalna gravy because I read that chalna, or you can say kacang kudela is very good for your health and mind, for body. So we have fried fish, or you can say grilled fish, because grilled fish is much more healthier than fried because it's so much of oil. We have papada. We have what is called mixed vegetables. We have eggplants. We have chicken. We also have some mutton. Alright. For dinner, we also have toast, fruits, nuts, fresh juice. As you can see, this is a bottle of apple juice, and we have apples, orange, buah belimbing, bendi, nuts, and much more. So, in what we're going to say is, our meal is full of, we eat from pyramid, food pyramid. So, I hope that our breakfast, or lunch and dinner will make us our health happy and our mind healthy. So that's all.
Very good. Yeah. So, in a team, there are 3 of you. Do you want to share something?
So, the more we consume greenery, the more we healthier. So we should follow this plan. What we can do is more greenery food rather than consume sweets, fast food, cheesy, like that.
Healthy foods not only for our body, it's also for our mind health.
Okay, that's all about. Very well shared. Thank you. It was a fantastic one. Good, thank you. Okay, can we hear from the other group? What's your group name? Okay, come. Okay, right, both of you. I hope both of you can share a good one.
Hello. Okay. This is our meal plans. At first, we have breakfast here with bread and beans, which is a very traditional breakfast, as we all know. Bread can be cooked with, let's say, olive oil to make it even more healthier.
Yeah.
Even more healthier. Moreover, we have Milo, which is a very healthy drink filled with vitamins and so on. Moreover, we have oats and whole grain, which are filled with nutrients. As for lunch, we have salad with leafy greens, fried fish, and white rice. Salad with leafy greens can be very good for to help with our constipation with its fiber.
Yes.
Fried fish has very good nutrients as well as omega-3B and white rice.
If it is less oil, right?
Less
Fried
oil.
fish. Okay.
For dinner, we have chicken rice, nuts, and eggs. As for nuts, we have to take nuts in a small consumption, as it is known as a micronutrient. As for chicken rice and eggs, also known as macronutrients, can be taken in much larger scales.
Okay.
And in our meal plan, we have snacks unlike other meal plans. We have avocado and milk, which are very basic meal plans, but
So
very
you
beneficial.
categorize avocado under snacks, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And milk. That's all.
It's a good combination, right?
Yes.
All right. Anything else? Yeah.
Anything else? This meal plan can help us that for our brains and our body also. That's all.
Anything else you'd like to add on?
Add on. That's all, sir. Not add on.
All right, that's about it.
Yes.
Okay, great. Please give a round of applause. It was a good one. So I believe this is what we have learned in module 3, right? So the food is very important. That is the reason why we have to create a meal planner. Alright? Sometimes our mind says, hey, come, go and have some fast food, a quick one. But it doesn't help to your, what is that? Your mind growth. You understand? So, for mind growth, this is very, very important. Make sure we take and consume a healthy food with a balanced diet. Alright? So, the mind diet, it helps you to create a meal plan for a healthy brain, healthy mind, and healthy body. Alright? Okay, now let's move on to the next session. It's a break. Alright? Break. We go for a short break and come back for the summary. We meet again. Let's watch this video as a summary of this module.
We're diving into one of the most fascinating and important topics for your overall well-being, brain health and memory. And guess what? Neuroscientists have uncovered the secrets to keeping your brain sharp, and it all starts with what you eat. We're going to break down the best diet for improving brain function and memory.
Watch
and
carefully,
share
summary.
scientific tips backed by the latest research. Let's get started. 1. Eat more omega-3 fatty acids. Brain fuel first up on the list is one of the
Take down
most
notes,
essential
please.
nutrients for your brain, omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are key for brain development and function. In fact, your brain is made up of nearly 60% fat, and much of that is omega-3s. Studies have shown that omega-3s, especially DHA, can improve memory, focus, and even slow age-related cognitive decline. So, add fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines to your diet. Plant-based sources like flax seeds, walnuts, and chia seeds are also great options. 2. The power of antioxidants protect your brain. Next up, let's talk antioxidants, nature's way of protecting your brain from damage. Antioxidants, especially those found in berries and dark chocolate, help reduce oxidative stress, which is linked to brain aging and neurodegenerative diseases. Blueberries, in particular, are often called brain berries because they're rich in anthocyanins, which improve memory and learning. Try to eat a variety of colorful fruits and veggies daily to keep your brain in top shape. 3. Stay hydrated. Water, the brain's best friend. Let's not forget the most basic but crucial brain nutrient, water. Hydration plays a massive role in how well your brain functions. Even mild dehydration can affect mood, focus, and memory. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps your brain work faster and improves cognitive performance. So, aim for at least 8 glasses a day and stay ahead of dehydration. For leafy greens, nutrient powerhouses for cognitive health now, let's talk about one of the most underrated brain foods, leafy greens. Vegetables like spinach, kale, and broccoli are packed with brain-boosting nutrients like vitamin K, lutein, and folate. Research shows that people who regularly eat leafy greens have a slower rate of cognitive decline as they age. So, make sure to include a salad or some greens in your meals every day. 5. Whole grains for steady energy. The brain needs a constant supply of energy, and that's where whole grains come in. They provide slow releasing glucose, which helps keep your mental energy stable throughout the day. Opt for whole grains like brown rice, oats, quinoa, and whole wheat bread instead of refined carbs. These foods help prevent energy crashes and keep your focus sharp. 6. Avoid excess sugar. Protect your brain function. Here's something you definitely want to avoid for better brain health: excess sugar. Studies show that diets high in sugar can lead to impaired memory and an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Try to cut back on sugary snacks and drinks. Instead, go for natural sweeteners like honey or fruits, which won't cause the same negative effects on your brain. 7. Mind your caffeine, coffee in moderation. And for all my coffee lovers out there, yes, caffeine can actually be good for your brain, but in moderation. Studies show that moderate coffee consumption can enhance short-term memory and alertness. Just be mindful not to overdo it, as too much caffeine can lead to anxiety and disrupt your sleep, which is crucial for brain health. 8. Spice things up with turmeric last, but not least, let's add a bit of spiced turmeric. This bright yellow spice contains curcumin, which has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects on the brain. Turmeric has been linked to improved memory and reduced symptoms of depression. Try adding it to soups, smoothies, or even your morning tea. And there you have it, the best brain-boosting foods according to neuroscience. By including these foods in your diet, you can improve your memory, enhance cognitive function, and protect your brain for years to come. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video.
We managed to get some points. It's actually a summary of this third module, which is my diet. So you know what to increase in your food, what to decrease, what to have more, what to stop, or what to reduce, right? So it has to be a balanced food diet, right? So we're almost done, right? But before we ended up the session, this is the summary of module 1, which called brain learning techniques. Okay, what we have learned from brain learning technique is understand the basic brain functions related to learning. Yeah, basic understanding of what? Brain function. Alright, so the most important here is the brain function. To store your memory, you need to know what is the function of part of the body, brain. Okay, especially hippocampus, where you store data in your memory. Alright, then we have identify and apply effective brain learning techniques by doing your activities. Alright, reflect on personal learning strategies and improvement opportunities. We have few strategies, okay, and strategies which is we call SRS method, right? Okay, so the differentiation strategies, we have visual learners, which is infographics by image, videos, all this under infographics. Okay, the whole session contains of infographics. Okay, kinesthetic learners, planning individual SRS system for studies. Have you tried this now? Yes, we use this SRS system for our technical studies, right? It's called kinesthetic learners. And finally, we have auditory learners, which is individual presentation. Yes or no?
Yes.
We have two types. One is individual presentation and also a group presentation, right? Okay, this is all about brain learning techniques. Do you have any questions about this? No. Are you very clear?
Yes.
Interesting?
Yes.
Right. Let's move on to the module 2, renewing your mind. Understand the concept of mindset and mental renewal. We should understand the concept, how this mindsets, what type of mind we have, okay, and how we should improvise. In which aspect? Alright? Identify negative thoughts, or we call it as negative thought patterns and their impact. Remember, I am lazy. I must be a hard worker. What should I do for my mini plan? Isn't it? Right? So develop strategies for positive mental reframing. This all comes under strategies for positive mental. Learn techniques for personal growth and self-improvement. We have learned what we should do to enhance our self-development. From here to further steps. Differentiation strategies. Okay, what are the strategies we have used similar to the first technique, the first topic? Infographics, we use slides presentation, we use image, we use colors, light and all that, right? We also use kinesthetic learners as personal growth, goal setting. We have set our goals, and also individual presentation, right? Any questions in module 2? No. Right? Let's move on to the third one. It's a module 3, nutrition, the mind diet. Explain the key component of the mind diet. What type of food we should consume. What are the foods that we have to minimize or stop? Alright? How the mind diet plan should work. Analyze how dietary choices impact cognitive function. Develop skills in creating healthy meal plans. And we also use, what are the strategies we use? Infographics such as food charts. We use slides presentation, then we use videos, we play videos, we play music, right? What else? Quiz, right? So all these are the strategies. And then we have hands-on meal planning. You have come up with a nice, beautiful plan for your meals, and then we did group presentation as a discussion presentation, right? Any questions? Sure? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, students, we are almost towards the end of the training session. Now here we go with this feedback form. Okay, each and every one of you will get your form. Please spend some time to fill up now. Okay. A very simple, straightforward questions. Please tick the appropriate. Please write down your comments. Right? Your instructor name has been written. Today's topic is transformation of education and personal development for students. Evaluate yourself, give your honest feedback. Read through clearly. You have 3 portions there and 3 subjective questions. Once you have done the 3 portions, first 3 portions, you may answer the first 3 by circling the numbers. Okay, the last two questions is subjective, right? What was the most useful part of the training? Please write down. What have you gained from this training session? Right? The most important part that you have useful. You feel that is very useful. So you got to write it down in sentence. And the last question is, what was the least useful part of the training and how could it be improved? That's going to be your suggestion if you have. If you don't have, just put the nil. Are you all done? Anybody needs more time? Everyone's done? Right. So, can I collect?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for your feedback. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're almost done. Alright, thank you for your feedback once again. We believe, you may gain a lot of knowledge to upgrade yourself mentally, physically, right? So now, before we conclude the whole session, we'd like to hear personally from you, what have you learned from this session? How do you find? What is more interesting? Alright? So, we'll give you, each and every one of you, like 1 minute. If you have more, you can share more. Okay? With this session, we will adjourn the session, training session for today. Alright? Alright. Can we hear from Ms. Goganis? Yeah. Come. Okay, this is Ms. Bhubaneswari Mohan, and we'd like to hear from you. Do you need a mic? Of course, yes. Right? Can I hear?
What I've learned from this session is I learned many things about brain techniques that we can use for our studies. And the most interesting thing is food planner, the meal planner. I've usually So from this, maybe from today onwards or tomorrow onwards, I follow the meal planner to consume more greenery food and less the sweetened food. That's all from me.
Thank you. Are you done?
Yes.
All right. Have a sip. Can I hear from Miss Esther? Merry Christmas.
I've learned a lot of things about mind, brain techniques, and the most interesting one is mind diet. It's so useful for me. I will do a timetable and for studies also. It's very, very useful. And I will follow the sir teach me all the things I will follow from today. That's all.
So you promise yourself that you're going to make a timetable for your time management as well and for your food. Right? Great. Okay. That's nice. Sounds good. Next, I'd like to hear from, yes, Miss Priyadarshini.
Alright, so for me, I love every section of this thing.
Thank
The
you.
most favorite was the SRS method. It really helped me. Now I can study peacefully by using the flashcards, doing the what is that basket, the 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yeah, that one is very, very helpful actually. Then I like meeting all of you guys. I felt like a bond by seeing everyone. And other than that, the meal planner was really important for me because I'm not used to eat healthy foods. I like to eat healthy foods, but the school and all, so I couldn't. Now I can see what to eat, what to not eat, and the omega-3 and all the stuff. So now you open my third eye.
Third eye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was interesting, yeah? So, this is the beauty of sharing knowledge. When we learn something good, it is good to share with others. Right? So, when they gain something, the cosmic will reward us back. Right? So, keep learning, don't stop learning. Keep learning and share with others. Right? So, can we hear from next person? Mr. Priyan.
I not only found this session very productive, but also quite knowledgeable. With this, I have been able to use my time for something good instead of just using gadgets. In fact, we learned not to use gadgets as it has a negative effect on our brains and so on. Moreover, we learned how to mind our diet, how our brain works, what type of nutrients we need, and so on.
Very well said, yeah. Thank you for the roundup. It was another good one to share. Okay, last but not the least, I'd like to hear from Mr. Vedesh. Here you go.
I like the journey from Sina for Sir.
Louder.
And then this is my SPM. And then I have read a lot of ideas to studies like flashcards. Yeah. Another one, I can change my negativity to positive minds. And the third one, I've got a timetable for planning meals.
So you find all these are beneficial for you?
Yes, sir.
That's what we wanted. Thank you. Okay, dear students, here we go. Today's 4-hour session on transformation of education and personal development of students. Right? It was conducted, hopefully beneficial for everyone. And even I myself learned a lot of good things from you. You know what? Because here our behavior evolves. Alright? How a behavior can be determined, it's a very positive way of doing things or not, based on our attitude, mental attitude. So, what we learned today is the most ultimate 3 modules, which is brain, learning techniques, which related to brain. The second one is mind. We talk about mind, the deviation of mind, what mind does, and how should we improvise on mind status. And the third one is food, which called mind diet. Okay, it's not food only for a health diet, it is also for mind diet, mental diet. Right? So all this information gives you a betterment to improvise, to enhance what we can do the best in our future, so that we can face all kinds of challenges, no matter in your studies or your working place or whatever. Right? So all this will help you. So we believe this training session will keep you drive more effectively, efficiently, and also keep remains your positivity always. Not today, tomorrow, but always. So with that, we would like to end the training session for today. Hopefully you benefited out of this session. See you once again. Meet you again and again. Thank you for joining us. God bless.